Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day, sending positivity and good vibes your way wherever you guys are. And we need to talk Love Island UK, you guys. We need to talk Love Island UK Season 9. I'm really going to kind of just recap the past couple episodes, but really we're just going to get into the Olivia versus Zara drama, you guys, because it seems that, the fans are pretty divided, and it seems depending on what platform you go to speak your mind, it's not necessarily accepted. And I'm like, I just don't understand what happened to when we could, say how we feel, say how we want without being crucified, right? Like you're not allowed to have a differing opinion anymore. You're not allowed to look at logic and, accurately have an appropriate take on something, right? From a certain perspective. So basically where I think the last review was, we were heading into the recoupling episode, which was on Friday. And ultimately, David was trying to make some waves and trying to, secure a spot in the villa. But honestly, he just didn't have enough time, you guys. He honestly didn't have enough time. I think Zara was all in on Ron until Ron switched up on her and basically was like, oh, well, I really like Lana. Yeah, okay. And then from there, once Zara and Tom locked lips in that challenge, it was game over. She was all in on him. So she selected him at the recoupling. Olivia, for some reason, was in her feelings. I have no idea why, because her and Tom don't even like each other. And and then also Tanyelle, she basically chose Ron, right? And Lana was in her feelings, but again, she doesn't give her that energy, right? And then, of course, there was the drama, from that particular game where, again, Olivia was mad at Zara for saying the two-face comment, right? So fast forward to this last episode, right? And, they're playing a cheeky game of never have I ever, and people want to get their digs and they want to get their shade in and everything else. But nonetheless, after the fact, Olivia has a talk with Tom. And to me personally, I feel like Tom never saw it for Olivia. And I think he saw her as the safest bet to secure himself in the villa. However, he is one of those guys who is just not going to tell you, hey, I'm not interested. But the problem when men don't do that is it sends false hope. It sends false, messages, and people misinterpret things, right? So nonetheless, I do think Tom is into Zara way more than Olivia. I think he is sexually attracted to Zara. I think they have good chemistry. I think they have good banter. I think they have good chat. However, Olivia just seems very obsessed with Zara, right? And Liberty from season 7 brought up a good point on a podcast that she was on earlier. And, she pointed out how Olivia made some comment to Zara, that she was or wasn't upset, regarding this time or this time, like she was still holding on to something that happened previously, because the rumor was Zara and Olivia have known each other or do know of each other. We don't know the extent, if they were good friends or close friends or what have you. But people found, over the course of the last 4 years, both in each other's comments, essentially, right? But literally since Zara has gotten to the villa, Olivia has made it her mission to make Zara's life a living hell for whatever reason. And Zara doesn't do anything to her, right? Zara said the two-face comment because she thought that of all the women there, Olivia would take it in stride, but really she had the wrong two-face person. The real two-face person actually is Lana, right? Olivia's BFF. Really, they both needed to be it, right? And furthermore, this whole Tom thing, it's very weird because Olivia made it seem like she was all in on Harris and was going to get to know Harris, except for she's like obsessed with Tom only because Zara chose him. But when she was paired up with Tom, she could care less, right? She could care less. She couldn't, be bothered. Like, these women are not into their men, you guys. These women are not into their men. Even though Kai, is good looking, he has zero chat. He's boring. He's dull. He's furniture. And, really Ron is probably the most, decent looking guy out of the, the group of men. And the guy that has the best personality is Will, but none of the women are attracted to Will, right? So there's that. But essentially what happened was, after this conversation that Olivia had, she basically wanted to be, give a little face to make it seem like, something more happened with the conversation with Tom than what it did, right? And her and Lana give each other a look. And, and Zara wasn't here for it, and here's the thing, you guys. You have to remember, the day before, Olivia is wanting the 411 on whatever Tom says to Zara, but the moment that Zara flips it back to Olivia, now it's an issue. Now it's, oh, it's private, I don't want to tell him. But you're pulling her from her private moment with Tom to find out what he's saying about her, right? And accusing her of being a game player. First of all, everybody's there to play a game, right? Like, everybody's there to win 50K, right? Like, last I checked, like, you're on a competition show to win, right? But what is your game plan, right? What is your game plan, Olivia? To go after every guy that Zara is interested in, to cause chaos, to cause havoc, and ignore your couple, ignore the person who actually likes you out of all the men in the villa, because that's not going to end well, right? And I have a feeling, if people are not careful, it depends on, because there was a public vote after this episode, and I think Harris is, very much at risk for getting out of here. I think him and I think Anna Mae are like the two that I would say are like the most risk for going, because Anna is giving furniture. She is blending into the, the villa. That's what we haven't seen yet, the water bottles, them drinking the water bottles yet. But she's blending into the furniture at the villa, and she's a non-factor, you guys. She is a non-factor. I hated Ron when he was like, oh, you have to understand where Olivia's coming from, blah, 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 blah. No. See, I hate when people do that, when people can weaponize their tears and then have people just, get on their capes for them. No. What the group doesn't realize is Olivia has been bashing her behind her back, has been bashing Zara behind her back this entire time. She has worked herself up over Zara. And then when she talks to Zara and Zara explains herself and explains her point of view of why she said what she said, because she's a direct person, then Olivia feels stupid, right? But then what agitated me was she held on to the Two-Face comment after her and Zara already talked it out, as if to again revisit it, to again have drama again, right? But it's just toxic behavior. And I'm sure it kind of shook Tom a little bit, seeing them argue over him or whatever. But really, there was nothing to argue about. The problem is Olivia is being messy. Olivia is jealous that Tom is showing more affection towards Zara compared to her. Olivia feels a certain type of way, that basically Tom said that he was feeling Zara more than Olivia. Olivia thinks that she's HBIC in the villa for whatever reason, although nobody wants her except for Harris, who she, forgets is in the villa apparently and is so disgusted by him. She is treating him just like she taught how she was treating Will. So I'm just over it, you guys. I'm just over it. I hope Zara is not eliminated. I hope she has enough in the public vote to where she stays in the top, because if she's in the bottom, they're definitely going to vote her out, because she does not have that agency in the villa, right? So I hope that by some miracle she is not in the bottom 2 or bottom 3. Like, I hope that doesn't happen, because if she's in the bottom, she's immediately getting out of there, because they do not hesitate to get rid of the black people, steadfast in a hurry. And this is not a Danica situation, right, where like none of the men are into her but are like playing in her face and being a jerk to her. No. Like, there were actually men that were attracted to her, including you, Ron. You were attracted to Zara too. You were into her too, until your game mode face came on and you was like, oh, wait a minute, I can win the show potentially with Lana. And then you switched up, right? But it's the same thing. You like all these women, you want to hook up with all these women, but you're worried about how you'll be perceived. And I know you're about to wild out in Casa Amor. I cannot wait for Casa Amor, because it is going to be lit for Ron, you guys. Ron is going to be doing the most. But yeah, I'm Team Zara, and I'm not ashamed to say it. I am Team Zara because I feel as though, she's basically being targeted, right? She's basically being targeted for some beef that has taken place that has nothing to do with the show. However, Olivia is using the show as her quote unquote revenge, right? Because she's even admitted that she's not even into Tom. She doesn't even care, right? And is trying to use, you know, Jessie, the new girl, to just try to use Tom to just get under Zara's skin, since Tom doesn't like Olivia like that, right? But it's just all of this time, all of this negative energy that, you know, Olivia is spending and her obsession with Zara. Like, it's just such a turnoff. Like, how can you be Team Olivia and you literally see somebody for the past couple of days, literally since Zara has entered the villa, and you have just found a problem with each and every single thing that she has done. Even David spilled on Aftersun on yesterday's episode that Olivia hates Zara, that literally she'll hear Zara talking to other people in the villa, and if she hears something she doesn't like, even if it's not insulting, even if it has nothing to do with her, she gives a look, she rolls her eyes, she gives a look, and she can't handle it. So it's deeper than this whole Tom thing. It's deeper than whatever the issue was outside of the villa, about allegedly not the first time kissing a guy that she's liked at the same time or whatever. It's just pure plain jealousy and hatred, right, at this point. And Olivia needs to reel it in, right? Because even if Zara becomes the sacrificial lamb, which would be absolutely dumb, because her and Tanya are the only women who is giving storylines, is giving you drama, is giving you energy this season, you know, Olivia's not going to be too far behind either, because nobody likes her. Nobody likes her, right? Lana is going to stay longer than Olivia, and Lana is furniture. like that's what the gag is. But if it's going to be set up for her and Ron to be a shoo-in for the finals, then they're not letting Lana go anywhere, no matter how whack her chat is, you guys. So there is that. But let me know your guys' thoughts on this. Are you guys Team Olivia or are you guys Team Zara, right? Again, just to quickly recap the past couple of days, Olivia has just, you know, made everything a living hell for Zara, right? And so Zara finally, you know, responds. She finally sees the messy behavior that is taking place with Lana and Olivia and the looks that they're giving, because they gave the same look and nastiness when Tanya was giving her recoupling speech to Shaq. They gave the same little nice, nasty look, and were rolling their eyes and stuff. Go back and watch, right? And it's the same thing that they're doing to Zara, right? And being mean girls, right? And so Zara saw through it and she called it out. But now she's the bad guy because she called out people basically picking on her, right? But they need to stop effing around and they're going to find it out, right? Hopefully they leave, you know, they leave Zara alone after this, right? Hopefully they leave Zara alone after this. Hopefully Tom, you know, really still wants to cultivate his connection with Zara, because I think it would be a huge mistake for him to try to jump ship at this point, because we'll vote him out. We will get him out of there if he is just going to be trying to hop to different girls, right? Because I actually think, you know, for the first time this in a while, right, that this would be, you know, somebody who genuinely is into a black woman, a white, you know, Islander that is genuinely into a black woman, right? So I would hate for him to just jump ship, right? And not, you know, fully see where this potential connection can go with Zara, right? Or maybe they're going to bring in a bombshell for Zara to try to shake things up with her and Tom, and then maybe Tom will then, you know, lock it in with her. So we'll see what happens from there. But there is that. So let me know what you guys think about this. What do you guys think, like I said, with the Olivia versus Zara? What do you think of their alleged history outside of the show that might have been carrying over into, you know, filming of this season, to where Olivia is trying to use the show to get back at Zara, or whatever the case may be? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post some content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.